Hi, Carlos.
Dave, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Yeah.
Good. Hey, man.
How's it going?
Fantastic. It's yet another day. I'm ready to get some stuff done.
All right. Are you working on any projects with us right now, or
Us, Gigster?
with Gigster? Yeah.
Not right now. But I do
Not
have
right now.
a full-time at Fair.
Where do you work full time?
It's fair.com. It's two verticals. One would be Web3 consultation, meaning helping brands with everything related to an NFT drop or activation. And then the other is building basically an NFT marketplace.
Excellent. So you have a lot of experience in the space.
Yeah, I mean, I started doing Web3 related engagements about a year and a half ago. I started with Filecoin as
Oh, really?
yeah, I guess you could call it account management.
Okay.
So it was mostly making sure that different DAO members were keeping delivering things on time because I mean at the time Falcon it was basically just starting out
Yeah.
in the sense of like helping bringing people um, have their own individual nodes and it was a lot of coordination. But yeah, and then about 2 months ago, Fair reached out for an opportunity to do more product related work, product slash project, and that's what I've been doing. So it's basically a lot of Scrum, daily stand-ups, helping define the NFT marketplace pipeline, and then writing down features, user stories, things like that, and then leveraging with the engineers to make sure we have um, a good enough estimation of what certain features will take time to be live, and coordinate, keeping that
Awesome.
Asana board updated.
Awesome. Hi, Umberto. Filecoin just made a partnership with Polygon Studios, so that should be good for them.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Saya and the Skynet, which is a competitor storage thing to Filecoin. Okay, so with working full time, are you allowed to be doing gigs on the side, and do you have the time to be doing gigs on the side?
I am allowed, and it really depends on the expectation of the gig. So that would be one of my questions. The thing is, I've been part of the network for 5 years.
Okay.
For Gigster, and so like
Mm-hmm.
if you take a look at my user, you'll see that some gigs I did well, some gigs I didn't do well, and I mean I've learned and I've been here for a while, and so I am emotionally engaged with Gigster at this point.
Okay.
So every time there's an opportunity, I want to help because I learn, because I make new friends, whatever. So at this point, I have to be 100% transparent and say it really depends on the expectations. I think this was a 10-hour type engagement. If that's the case, then I think I'm definitely able to get it done.
Okay, so I'm new to Gigster, so you'll certainly have a clean slate with me, and I think that's a good thing. So for this gig, it sounds like that it's in a area that you like, which is NFT marketplace, that you have the experience in. I don't have the exact number of hours in front of me, but I can pull that up. So, or Umberto, if you have that quick,
yeah.
So I can get to it.
So to your point, Carlos, about the level of involvement. So actually, this particular gig right now that we're referring to. So right now we're going to start with scoping. So it's going to be essentially 2 weeks of scoping, and during scoping we had actually planned for up to, I believe we had budgeted 75% involvement sorry, no, we had budgeted for this role we had budgeted 50%. I think it was 50%. I'll have to double check myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up right now just so that we for sure have the right numbers here.
We changed it towards the end of the process. But I would say I would say that it's definitely not a 10 hours a week, especially during scoping. However, once the gig gets into development, then the requirements will change, and typically what we find on gigs is that from a PM perspective, especially if scoping turns out well and things are well defined, the requirements are less. And I think the other thing from a Gigster standpoint is that, especially as we go through the motions of venturing into the NFT space more, we're going to start to get a better idea of what the ideal team is, and what the ideal resourcing is for these kinds of projects. So actually, just the fact that you have context on it is actually going to be very, very helpful would be very helpful in some of these cases. I think that what we're trying to find is, well, what's the best way to involve you? Where would you be set up to be the most successful? Would it be leading through a scoping phase, which is undoubtedly going to be more time? Would it be participating in development, which would probably be less time? So that's where we're trying to arrive at, and so that's why your availability is actually quite is kind of a key factor in that as well.
Yeah, definitely clear on that one. And I know for something like a scoping engagement, I wouldn't be the best resource because I have a full-time job, and it's my experience that a Gigster, when you agree to a certain amount of hours, it's most of the times more hours. If we're talking quote unquote hours, you just gotta get the job done. And so for something like scoping, I wouldn't be able to make it happen to the degree that I would like to make it happen. But for something like the after the scope is tight and everybody agrees and everybody's clear on the vision and what needs to be done, I can definitely act as a Scrum Master / project manager, no problem.
Okay. That's good input, because for this one, we have it scheduled at 20 hours a week over the next 2 weeks. So you would want to have like the ability to commit a decent amount of time to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can consider you then for this once it moves past the scoping phase.
100%.
Excellent. Where are you located?
Costa Rica, Central Time.
What part? Central?
I'm Central Time. I am in the capital city, San Jose.
Okay. You guys have a rich history of outsourcing stuff. Do you remember a company, Avienta?
Of course.
Yeah. That started it all, and then everybody splintered off of that, and now you guys have so many digital companies there. It's awesome.
Yeah. I think it's a matter of I think the education in Costa Rica is quite good, and so that's been helping, and a lot of tourism, so people get interested, and we're growing. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's really cool. Okay, what else can we discuss on this call, just since I'm first meeting you? I mean, is there anything else, or should we just take it at that we'll keep you in consideration for this once it moves into the next phase?
Yeah, Dave.
Okay.
If you want to have it 100% clear, like I said, first of all, I've been in Gigster for a long time, so I know how this works. And second of all, if you have anything NFT Web3 related, that's part-time, project management / account manager, I'm your guy.
Okay, that's good.
Great. Well, one recommendation, just so that, I mean, obviously that, we're a small team at HQ, and like after we've spoken with you, we'll know your availability, but just in the system, your set availability is still set at, your default availability is still set at 40 hours. So when you get a chance, if you could adjust that down to, if it's 15 or whatever number you think it's appropriate.
Sure.
So that
will do. I just completely forgot about that, but yeah, thanks.
Great. Thank you.
Alrighty. I mean, I'm good. If you need me to send you a resume, Dave, or if you need another call to have a little bit of a, I guess, personal connection, more than happy to do so. But yeah, I mean, where I can be successful based on experience, and if you talk to Hiroi about it too, is whatever is project management or like Scrum Master, all that stuff. But scoping product work at this point, because of the time involvement, I wouldn't be your guy.
Yep.
Right. Appreciate the honesty and transparency there.
Oh, dude, 100%. Always.
Great.
Excellent. Nice to meet you, Carlos. Hopefully we'll be able to work together.
100%. Dave, Humberto, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Talk to you soon.
Likewise.
Bye-bye.
Talk soon.